Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Sunday, May 14, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money, and if you are interested in props and parlay picks, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link to our Patreon and to our new channel in the description and comments section below. Los Angeles Angels vs Cleveland Guardians. Los Angeles rallied to beat Cleveland in the series opener, ending a 10-game losing streak at Progressive Field. It was La's 12th comeback win this year and broke Cleveland's 13-0 winning streak in games it led after 8 innings. The Angels score 5.13 runs per game, 7th, and hit .260, 8th, with a .752 ops, 10th. They've hit 51 home runs, 6th, and stolen 14 bases, 28th, in 2023. 3B Anthony Rendon paces the club in batting average, .307, and OBP, .425, and RF Hunter Renfroe leads the squad in homers, 10, and RBI, 27. The Law pitching staff has compiled a 4.23 ERA, 16th, and a 1.30 WHIP, 15th, with 11 quality starts. Cleveland is 4 games under .500, but only 3.5 out of first place in the lackluster AL Central. Can the Guardians make a move to the top of the division standings before the summer? It's certainly within their grasp. Cleveland scores 3.42 runs per game, 29th, and hits .224, 29th, with a .633 ops, 30th. It's launched 20 home run balls, 30th, and stolen 39 bags, 2nd this season. 3Bo's Ramirez leads the team in hits, 40, batting average, .278, OBP, .357, home runs, 4, and RBI, 21. The Guardians' pitching staff has posted a 3.73 ERA, 9th, and a 1.27 WHIP, 13th, with 17 quality starts. The Angels are 7-1 in their last 8 versus a team with a losing record. The Guardians are 0-4 in their last 4 home games versus a left-handed starter and 1-11 in their last 12 overall versus a lefty starter. Cleveland is also 1-5 in its last 6 games, with a total set at 9.0 to 10.5. I'm placing a bet on the Angels to win straight up on Sunday afternoon. The Guardians are hitting .220 with a .295 OBP against Southpaws, and Sandoval pitched well against them last season, surrendering 2 earned runs in 2 starts, 12.1 IP, fanning 12 batters, and picking up a win. He'll dominate on Sunday. The Angels have solid splits in day games, .265, BA .341 OBP .435 SLG .777 ops, and on the road, .259 .330 .381 .711 this season. 5-0 in their last 5 games versus a starter with a WHIP greater than 1.30, they'll feast at the plate against the inexperienced B, giving Sandoval the run support he needs to operate. Bet on the visitors to win SU in the series finale. Both of these bullpens have been fantastic this year. The Guardians are currently 2nd overall in bullpen ERA, 3.04, while the Angels are 8th, 3.52. As for WHIP, the two sides are 4th, 1.19, and 8th, 1.20, respectively. Let's lock in the under. New York Mets vs Washington Nationals. The Mets bounced back from their loss to the Reds with a win over the Nationals in the first game of the series. They will try to keep the momentum going with another win over the Nationals, which will give them their 3rd win in their last 4 games. New York is averaging 4.13 runs per game. Their .237 batting average is 20th in the league. Their .324 on base percentage is 13th, while their .382 slugging percentage is 21st. Brandon Nimmo leads the Mets with a .317 batting average, while Pete Alonso leads the team with 13 home runs and 31 RBI. New York's pitching has been good, with the team giving up 4.49 runs per game. Opponents have a .240 batting average against the Mets, which is 14th in the league. Their 4.63 ERA is 21st, while their 1.34 WHIP is 18th. In his last start, Scherzer gave up 8 hits and 6 runs in 3.1 innings, leading to an 8-1 loss to Detroit. They will need a better performance from him if they want to win this game. Even though Scherzer is scheduled to start this game, he is listed as questionable with a neck injury. The Nationals have won 3 of their last 5 games and 3 of their last 4 home games. They are playing well offensively and scored 19 runs in their last 4 games. Expect them to continue playing well offensively in this game because they've hit the ball well against right-handers, and Scherzer has struggled on the mound on the road, giving up 14 runs in 4 road starts. He gave up 6 runs in his last 2 road starts against the Nationals and will have a hard time slowing them down in this game. The Mets have lost 4 of their last 6 games and 7 of their last 9 road games. They struggled offensively in recent road games, scoring 5 runs in their last 3 road games. Things won't get easier for them in this game because they haven't hit the ball well on the road, and they've also struggled against right-handers this season. With Irvin giving up only 1 run in 2 starts while holding opponents to a .176 batting average, the Mets won't score a lot of runs in this game. Go with Washington to cover the money line. The Nationals played well over the past week, and they've won 3 of their last 5 games. They will try to keep the momentum going with a win over the Mets, which will give them their 4th win in their last 7 games. Washington is averaging 3.97 runs per game. Their .255 batting average is 12th in the league. Their .317 on-base percentage is 20th, while their .358 slugging percentage is 29th. Joey Menezes leads the Nationals with a .287 batting average, while Lane Thomas leads the team with 4 home runs and 18 RBI. Washington's pitching hasn't been good, with the team giving up 4.55 runs per game. Opponents have a .259 batting average against the Nationals, which is 23rd in the league. Their 4.40 ERA is 17th, while their 1.43 WHIP is 25th. In his last start, Irvin gave up 4 hits and no runs in 6.1 innings, leading to a 5-1 win over San Francisco. They will need a similar effort from him if they want to get the win. Our total pick is over. Pittsburgh Pirates vs Baltimore Orioles. Just a couple of weeks ago, the Pirates were the talk of baseball, sitting at 28 after pummeling the Nationals on April 29. Pittsburgh entered Saturday losers of 10 of their last 11 games and stood 21-18 on the year, second in the NL Central, half a game behind the Brewers for the top spot. On Friday night, Pittsburgh got 2 hits from Jack Suwinski, RBI, and Jai Hwan-Bei, run, while Connor Joe hit his 5th homer of the season, yet fell short. Johan Oviedo didn't factor in the decision as he threw 5 innings, allowing 1 run on 4 hits with 5 walks and 3 strikeouts. Jose Hernandez, 0-1, took the loss on the mound in relief as he allowed 2 runs on 2 hits with no walks or strikeouts in 1/3 of an inning. Baltimore earned their 3rd straight victory as they took the opening game of this series at home Friday night. The Orioles improved to 25-13 on the season and entered Saturday 2nd in the AL East, 4 games behind the Rays for the top spot in the division race. On Friday night, Cedric Mullins, 2 runs, 3 RBI, had 4 hits as he hit for the cycle, while Ryan Mountcastle, run, RBI, and Adley Rutschman, run, RBI, each added a pair in the game. Mullins hit his 5th homer of the season in the 8th inning to break a 3-3 tie and send the Orioles to victory. Kyle Bradish didn't factor in the decision as he threw 6 innings, allowing 1 run, none earned, on 3 hits with 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. Brian Baker, 3-0, earned the win with 1.1 scoreless innings of relief, allowing no hits or walks while striking out 2. Felix Bautista fanned the side in the 9th for his 9th save of the season. The Pirates have trended in the wrong direction in the last couple of weeks, losing 10 of 11 entering Saturday's action. That's a tough spiral to dig themselves out of, and even with Keller coming off a complete game shutout in his last start, it's tough to have faith in a Pittsburgh team that has sputtered offensively in that stretch. The Pirates have tallied 18 runs in their last 11 games, and that clearly isn't going to get it done at the big league level. Gibson has dropped his last 2 starts, but the Orioles were blanked in both contests. You have to think that Baltimore's bats will get some runs on the board here, and with the Pirates struggling at the dish, the Orioles get the nod in this contest. Our team pick is Baltimore Orioles. Both of these teams have strengths in their pitching staff and lineups, but as we've seen in recent times, it's the depth and explosiveness of their hitters that keep getting it done, with the over sitting at 7-2 in their past 11 head-to-head meetings, as well as being 4-1-2 in their past 7 games played in Baltimore. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, the over sits at 8-3-2 in their past 13 games played against teams with a winning record, and with Baltimore's young stars stepping up at the plate, we should see plenty of runs scored in this series. Keep it simple, take the over. Tampa Bay Rays vs New York Yankees. Zach Eflin will get the nod to conclude the series. Eflin wasn't at his best last time out, conceding 4 runs in 7 innings against the Pirates, and was hit with his first loss. The right-hander has been the Rays' second-best starter behind McClanahan, sporting a 2.91 ERA and a 1.03 WHIP, accompanied by a 4-1 record in 34 innings. Eflin hasn't seen a lot of the Yankees, but has shut them down in his limited action, holding them to only 2 runs with a 1-0 record in 11 career innings. Tampa Bay is in the middle of a 10-game road trek. They dropped 2 of 3 bouts with the Orioles this week due to a decrease in offense, scoring only 6 runs in the series. It marked just their 2nd road series loss of the season. The Rays are 5-5 in their last 10 games, including 2 wins in 3 meetings with the Yankees last weekend. Clarke Schmidt will get the call for the 9th time of the season on Sunday afternoon. Schmidt was solid last time out, allowing 2 runs in 6 innings against the Athletics, resulting in his first win of the season. The young right-hander has found a groove, conceding just 2 earned runs in his last 10.1 innings, and enters with a 5.35 ERA and a 1.61 WHIP, accompanied by a 1-3 record in 35.1 innings on the season. Schmidt has limited the Rays to 3 runs in 12 innings spanning 6 appearances. The Bronx Bombers lost 2 of 3 in Tampa Bay last weekend and replied by clobbering the Athletics this week, scoring 28 runs in the dominating sweep. It's been an inconsistent few weeks at the plate due in part to injuries. They stand at 7-3 in their last 10 games after winning 2 of the 3 games in this series. The Tampa Bay Rays have a good chance with Zach Eflin on the mound. They have walked away with a victory in 5 of his 6 starts on the season. The veteran has been solid in basically all but one start this season. He has conceded 2 or fewer runs in 3 of his last 4 starts. Furthermore, Yankees starter Clarke Schmidt hasn't been reliable, as evidenced by his 5.35 ERA, and his FIP is even higher at 6.17, which suggests his ERA could be even worse. I also don't like the fact he has surrendered 6 home runs in his 5 starts at Yankee Stadium this season. Tampa Bay has delivered 9 home runs in 6 games against the Yankees pitching this season. Our team pick is Tampa Bay Rays. Looking at the first 3 games of the series thus far, these teams have combined for 12.7 total runs per game, so expecting the bats to go quiet feels like a stretch. If you dive into the last 7 days, the Rays are 21st with a 4.50 team ERA, while the Yankees are 25th in the sport with a 5.12 ERA as a team. The over has hit in each of the last 4 games, so go with over 9 runs in this game. Atlanta Braves vs Toronto Blue Jays. The Braves are on top of the National League East, leading the defending NL champs Philadelphia by 6 games. Are they rounding into shape as we approach mid-May? At 22-16 overall, the Blue Jays are in the thick of the American League postseason chase. 7 games out of first place in the AL East, they'll have their fair share of opportunities to make up ground with 11 straight games against division foes starting next week. Toronto scores 4.76 runs per contest, 10th, and hits .256, 10th, with a .744 ops, 13th. It's hit 43 homers, 13th, and stolen 28 bags, 11th this season. 3B Matt Chapman leads the team in batting average, .328, and OBP, .414, and SS Bo Bichette paces the ball club in hits, 52, home runs, 8, and RBI, 24. The Blue Jays pitching staff has compiled a 3.98 ERA, 12th, and a 1.25 WHIP, 12th, with 20 quality starts, 1st. Atlanta boasts the 4th highest cover percentage, 68.4%, in road games, 13-6 at TS, and is 4-0 as a road underdog in 2023. Toronto is just 5-5 at TS as a home favorite, too. I'm betting on the Braves to cover, plus 1.5 RL, in the series finale. Atlanta is hitting .307 with a .374 OBP, .549 SLG, and .923 OPS against lefties this season, with 23 doubles and 24 home runs in 401 ABs. They're going yard in 5.9% of their ABs against lefties, compared to 4.0% versus righties. The Atlanta pen is solid, 4th lowest WHIP in MLB, enough to keep this game close, too, no matter who starts for the Braves. Our team pick is Atlanta run line. Both teams have been pitching pretty well throughout the month of May, as the Blue Jays are 15th with a 3.99 team ERA, while the Braves are 13th with a 3.92 team ERA so far. The under has hit in 5 of their previous 6 games against one another, so go with the under as well. Our total pick is under 10 runs.